I don't like Brittany Mahomes. Let it be known. She has more money than I will ever have, and that's okay. Money's not real. Her bitchiness is. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heather Shaw is Kidding. It's me, Heather Shaw. I know this episode is a bit late, just a little late. Bear with me. I've been very sick these past couple of days. Shout out to my immune system. Usually when I get sick for 2 days, and then I'm on the mend. I'm currently on the mend. My nose is stuffed like I just did rails all night of cocaina. I've got a little cough. I'll keep that at bay. Feeling a little nauseous. If I puke on this episode, it's mouth diarrhea. Not a mouth fart anymore. It's just mouth diarrhea. Starting off dirty. Real dirty with this episode. Hope you've been good. I've been fantastic. Don't know where I got sick, but wherever it was worth it. I came from New York City, the city that never eats. Great city, so fun. Great shows out on Long Island. Hope to be back on Long Island. Love Long Island. I didn't know what to expect. I love it. Got to take the Long Island Railroad. Oh, it was great. So gay. Stamford, Connecticut was fun. Weird place, but a fun club nonetheless. Shout out to New York Comedy Club in Stamford. I'm having a lot of fun with these live shows. I love traveling around. I love catching your germs in my mouth directly and then getting sick later. At least it worked out. The timing of this worked out really well. I came back from New York feeling great, had a day to decompress, and then I started to get the sneezing and and then by Monday was the worst day. Had the chills. I felt like I was coming down off of heroin. I don't even know what that feels like, but I imagine it's that. Just you're cold under the blankets and you're watching The Real Housewives of New York. That's all you can do is just watch Ramona Singer be drunk. I'm loving The Real Housewives of New York City. I'm doing a full watch of all the seasons. I can't get enough. I'm kind of hooked right now. I'm catching up. I'm on season 8 now. If you know anything about The Real Housewives, DM me. We got to talk. I'm on season 8. Dorinda is going off the rails. I don't want to get too much into it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then God bless you for having a life and not caring about 50-year-old women in New York City. Alcoholics, pure alcoholics. Every Real Housewife is just an alcoholic. I don't know how they function. I'm sick for a day, and it reminded me of being hungover. And I don't know how I did it. People that drink and get hungover and just deal with it, like, you are soldiers. Salute to you. If you're doing cocaine and you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, God bless you. It's a hard life and you're doing it well. Never give up. If your dream's to do coke in your 50s, don't give up on your dream. Just keep snorting. So this episode might be a little shorter. I am not feeling too well, but I'm well enough to talk into a fucking microphone for you people. Come on. I'd like to be consistent with my work. I really don't like not showing up and doing the work. And by the work, I mean talking shit about Lana Del Rey's new boyfriend or Brittany Mahomes, which we're going to talk about this episode. Justin Bieber had a new baby. That's fun. Things like that. We're going to talk about stuff like that. Upcoming shows. Let's see. We're going out to California. I'll be in Brea, Bakersfield, Brea, Sacramento, San Francisco, and San Jose. Next week, I believe. Starting next Thursday, through the weekend, I believe. It's coming up soon. If you're in those areas, please come to the shows. Again, Bakersfield, Brea, Sacramento, San Francisco, San Jose. A lot of those places I haven't been to yet. People keep warning me about Bakersfield. I think I'm going to love Bakersfield. In a kind of a town that's kind of a shit fest, a shit show of a town. I fucking love shit shows of a town. The people are fun. They like to laugh at anything. There's nothing to live for. So you just cling on to any happiness you can find, even if it is a faggot on stage. You'll laugh. All tickets are at heathershawcomedy.com. Again, join the Patreon if you like an extra episode of this podcast. I didn't know if people were listening on the Patreon. I asked my Patreon members, are you even listening to these episodes? And they all said yes. So good to know over there. If you just want to support me, though, $3 a month, you can support this gay. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. All right, let's get into some stories here. Brittany Mahomes, the world famous wife of Patrick Mahomes. God, I'm already stuffed up. I'm sorry. If I sound, I don't know what I sound like. I guess I sound like Dorinda Medley from Real Housewives. It's going to be Real Housewives heavy references on this one because that's all I've been watching while I've been sick. What do you do when you're sick? Sleep? Get out of here. Get a life. Brittany Mahomes is the wife of Patrick Mahomes. She's absolutely horrible. You can just look at her and tell. I mean, in another life, she would be a Disney adult if she isn't already in this one. She has secured the bag metaphysically, metaphorically, and literally. She has married Patrick Mahomes. They were high school sweethearts. And what a good gamble she took in getting with Patrick Mahomes. I think the story was that he was into her and she kind of brushed him off, because he's not the best looking guy. She's not that pretty either. I mean, they're fine. They're like pretty for Pinterest. They're pretty for the PTA meeting at the school. They're fine. But they're not like gorgeous. They're not like Travis and Taylor. I mean, even Taylor's pretty. But, Patrick and what's her fucking face? Brittany. They're fine. They're like the prettiest in Milwaukee kind of vibes, The prettiest in Kansas City. The prettiest in Missouri. I think they could take that title. She kind of brushed him off in high school, and I don't know, she found out that he was kind of the star quarterback, I think, and kind of got more into him because, clout is everything. With someone like that, she seems like she was the mean girl in high school who pretended to be nice. She'd say things to you like, you look good today, for once, that color hides your weight really well. Things like that. Don't you know who I'm dating? So she probably got off on the fact that she was dating the star quarterback, Patrick, and also he's kind of black. So, yeah, BLM. She's very that. Although she's not, though. She kind of gives off the vibe of what she was accused of doing, which is being a Trump supporter recently. But she does give off very, adult Disney. If she wasn't married to a super successful rich guy, she would definitely be very successful running her own MLM or like joining an MLM and somehow rising to the ranks very fast, throwing anybody she could under the bus, making her grandma buy all of the leggings in the collection. Or whatever Amway sells. I'm not really sure. Makeup, Mary Kay products. She seems like she would have killed at an MLM. There is a classic clip, and you can look it up on wherever you look at your videos, YouPorn, Pornhub, YouTube. There's a classic clip of her and Patrick Mahomes doing an interview where you kind of you ask your partner. Your partner has already provided the answer for the question, and then you're asked what your partner's answer is, to see how well you know your partner, that kind of stuff, that fun stuff. And one of the questions Patrick Mahomes asked her, he goes, all right, Brittany, what is my favorite food? And he had already provided the answer, obviously, so she had to answer as his wife. And she goes, your favorite food? It's fried chicken. And she literally said it that way. Fried chicken. So confident, singing it. She was so confident she sang that answer. Fried chicken. I'm not exaggerating this answer. This is exactly how she answered it. I'm not embellishing. This is exactly how she answered it. Your favorite food, Patrick, is fried chicken. And he just goes, no, it's sushi. And I'm like, holy fuck, how can you be racist towards your own husband? What a wild answer to get incorrect. You could have said anything except watermelon. But you could have said anything. You could have said fucking water. That would have been a better answer than fried chicken. And to get it wrong, and that's your husband, and you have 3-4 kids together, and you've been together since high school? Girl, are you like a psyop in this marriage? What is this? Fried chicken. So confident, so wrong. This marriage, it's weird because Patrick Mahomes is a pretty likable guy. He sounds like Kermit the Frog. He's one of the best quarterbacks to ever grace the field. I mean, he is this current generation's Tom Brady. He is that level of very good at what he does. He doesn't seem like too much of an asshole. He seems like a guy's guy. He likes to drink beer, get drunk, hang out. He hangs out with stand-up comics. He's probably got a great sense of humor. And he's married to this lame loser woman. She sucks. You know who she would be a better match for is his brother. His brother also sucks. Like, what I mean by sucks is there's both his wife and his brother Jackson Mahomes are so cringy. They're so try hard. They're so like cunty and not a fierce cunty way. Just like, ew, you're cunty. Like, you're just fucking a bitch. You just suck. You're entitled. You definitely call people around you to help. And Patrick's over there being like, "Oh, come on, guys. It's just a server. You don't have to call him to help. It's just a server. You can just call it a waiter. I mean, that's just a waiter. We don't have to be calling them slaves. Come on, man." It just seems like he's constantly yelling at his brother and sister to like calm it down. Brother and wife to calm it down a bit. Allegedly, Jackson Mahomes is gay. And I don't think I'm saying anything too scandalous. I mean, if you look pictures of him and you have good gaydar, you'll see. But yeah, I mean, this guy can't escape the shitty family members. His dad is not the best. I mean, his dad just got like his 18th DUI. He just pled guilty to felony DUI. I think his mom's kind of chill. She might be dead. I don't know. I've never heard anything about his mom. She either is dead or deaf and mute and dumb. Or is that all? Deaf, blind, mute? I don't know. I'm sick. Leave me alone. Yeah, but Patrick's it seems like this is a marriage out of blackmail. It seems like Patrick lost a bet and now he's with her for life. And he's like, "Oh man, damn it. Guess I'm just going to have to cheat." I hope he's cheating. Dear God, every athlete cheats. He better be cheating. And she better be shutting the fuck up. She has life made for her. I mean, she does have like 3 to 4 kids, but like, that comes with the territory of marrying an athlete and doing absolutely nothing all day in Missouri. She does have to live in Kansas City, so maybe that's her payback. She does have to deal with that. Anyway, she was caught liking a pro-Trump Instagram post, I believe. Let's see what happened here. And then her response is so fucking typical of high school bully who pretends to be nice in front of all the teachers, but really is the biggest bitch you'll ever meet. "I don't like Brittany Mahomes. Let it be known. She has more money than I will ever have, and that's okay. Money's not real. Her bitchiness is." Brittany Mahomes appeared to double down after she was spotting liking a social media post from former president and convicted felon Donald Trump. Isn't that fun to say that at the end of it? I forget that he's a convicted felon. August 13th, Trump posted... Oh, so yeah, it's an actual Trump post. It's not even like somebody posting about Trump. It was a direct post from Trump's camp. Trump's not posting on Instagram. He can't even figure out, how to drive a car. The only thing you can drive is a golf ball. Trump's team posted the 2024 GOP platform on his Instagram page. The platform includes numerous talking points that rely on misinformation, bigotry, targeting minorities, such as deport pro-Hamas radicals, keep men out of women's sports, cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, and stop the migrant crime epidemic. So, boo to pro-Hamas radicals, boo to trans people, boo to black people, boo to migrants, the typical stuff. Brittany Mahomes liked that post. Now, it is now unliked, obviously. Patrick got to, "Come on, man. How did you like that goddamn post? I thought we talked about the critical race theory. We said it was cool in school. Remember, we talked about the critical race theory, and we said it was cool in school. Miss Piggy." That he had a talking to her. She doesn't follow Trump on Instagram. I mean, these are things you can't do when you're... you can. You certainly can. I'm not saying that she's not allowed to do anything, but when you've got an image to uphold, Patrick Mahomes is the number one quarterback. We don't really know about his political views, and we shouldn't be looking at any athlete for any political viewpoints or advice or what they think. I don't give a fuck. I mean, Tom Brady reeks. I think Tom Brady has Trump on speed dial. I think Tom Brady is fully backing Trump, and I don't give a fuck. He can throw a fucking football. That's all he's good for. He can't even be a good husband, He kisses his sons on the lips. He's a fucking creep. But he has a good arm, and that's all he should be reduced to. He's really hot, and he has a good arm. That's Tom Brady. Anything outside of that, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not surprised that he likes Trump. I'm not surprised that he kisses his sons on the lips. You know, he's kind of weird, but he's an athlete. Athletes are weird. I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes didn't even know who was running for office. What's a Kamala? Is it Kamala like a new fashion line? Following the criticism on Friday, Brittany took to her Instagram story to write, to slash back at all those haters. She writes, I mean, honestly, to be a hater as an adult, you have to have some deep-rooted issues you refuse to heal from childhood. There's no reason your brain is fully developed and you hate to see others doing well. So that's what she took people being upset about her liking a Trump post about. It's just haters hating to see her successful. This is classic Mean Girl, response. This is a classic Mean Girl response. This is a classic deflection response. Now, personally, I don't care what side of the political spectrum Brittany Mahomes stands on. I've never cared about that. I've never thought about it until I've had to talk about it on this podcast. If I had to look at her, I would say she hangs out with Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, so I would have thought that she'd be like, fuck yeah, Kamala. But she's also cunty, and so it's a bit surprising, but also she does have the face of like, again, she'd be, if she wasn't in this life, in another life, she would be at the top of an MLM and her husband would like be a welder, and that's fine. Or he'd be like rigging oil, whatever they're called. He'd be on the oil rig somewhere. Okay. I don't even fucking know. I'm not that blue collar. So either one is not surprising, but the level of her cringe is unsurprising as well. Again, she hangs out with Blake Lively. I mean, we've talked about Blake Lively before. Blake Lively, Taylor Swift, these are just white girls. And it's fine. They're successful. They're rich. But you got to call a spade to a spade. And you got to call it what it is. And these are cringy motherfucking millennial women. At the end of the day, these are cringy millennial women. Small boy with big, small girl. I'm just a small girl with my big boy. They have a Harry Potter house somewhere. They could tell you right off the bat what their Harry Potter house is. They would be going to Disney nonstop if they didn't have to deal with people. But it's just a shitty response to be like, if you're an adult hating on me, it's because you hate to see others doing well. Maybe we're hating on you because you liked a post that shared a lot of shitty rhetoric, Brittany. Maybe, saying that, anti-trans people in sports, deporting people who are taking this pro-Hamas radicals, which is just, that's a complicated issue. But at the end of the day, it is kind of, not wanting to support genocide. Not even kind of. It is not wanting to support genocide. Cutting federal funding for critical race theory, stopping the migrant crime epidemic. I mean, I think Trump has committed more crimes than most migrants. Didn't he have like 45? What was it? What was the running number? 62 charges that got he found guilty on. 62 counts. Brittany was then reported to be in attendance at Blake Lively's birthday. She was at Blake Lively's birthday party over the weekend, which was held at Taylor Swift's Rhode Island house. God, the pasta salad must have been hitting. That pasta salad, bro, at Taylor Swift's Rhode Island house. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy, that house must have had the best fucking pumpkin spice latte candles going, bitch. Dude. Fall is just around the corner. These girls are creaming their pants. They can't wait to get a PSL latte and donut combo. Oh my God, these girls in their tweed jackets just saying, I love black people. What am I going to talk to them about? I love them, but it's a different life. It's a different world, So, I don't know. And then, what is that? Earlier today, Brittany shared a post from evangelical preacher Shane Pruitt. God, she is just the fucking worst, dude. She's just the worst. Yeah, share something from an evangelical preacher. Oh, how funny would it be if she just shared something from this guy that just said, like, burn all fags? I mean, I would respect her at the end. I would respect her if she did that. I wish she could just be if she really thinks that, it's fine. I don't think, by the way, Brittany Mahomes supporting Trump is not going to ruin Patrick Mahomes' image. His dad's just pleaded guilty to felony DUI. His brother sexually assaulted a woman, which is crazy because he's gay, allegedly. He's so gay, allegedly. But he is raging gay, allegedly. But he assaulted a woman drunk. It's like, just come out of the fucking closet and leave the women alone. Leave them alone. And his wife supporting Trump. I mean, he's fine. He's an athlete. And also the people supporting Patrick Mahomes because he's a great football player, I think the majority of them don't give a fuck. I think they're there to watch the sport, and they probably also like Trump. I think the majority of Chiefs fans probably, if they're not bandwagon Chiefs fans, if they're just, die hard from the day I was born, I'm a Chiefs fan, they probably like Trump. And that's okay. So I wish that she would just come out and be like, yeah, I fucking love that hot fucking flaming Cheeto bitch. I'd suck his little micro penis off. I'd suck it off, swallow it, poop it out, and put it back on his crotch. I love that little Cheeto bitch. I'm not even on cold medicine. This is just me raw dogging it, baby. Anyway, shout out to Brittany Mahomes. She's got a great life. I'm sure that she is set up for life. She's very set up for life. The mean girl has won in this lifetime. She's doing well. She played her cards well. She bet on the right guy. She made sure to pop out 4 of his offspring. And, she's set for life. Her best friends, Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. And, it's a good life. I can't even hate on her. A lot of us would give up a lot of things to live that life. Now you have to fuck, Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to come. It's like, okay, just do it already, Kermit. He's a great athlete, though. I really like him. All right, Lana Del Rey has a new boyfriend, and once again, she is proving that she is a woman of the people. She's 39 years old. Did you know that? Lana Del Rey is 39 years old. She looks amazing. She's so cool. Also, side note, there is a new artist. God, what's her fucking name? She's doing the biggest ripoff of Lana Del Rey I've ever heard in my life, and I don't like her. Remy Bond, Remy, last name Bond, like you spell it. If you don't know how to spell it, that's on you. Her name is Remy Bond. If you listen to her song, Summer Song, or even I think the other song is called Benzo Queen, it's such a clear ripoff of Lana Del Rey. I can't even get into it. It's like great songs, Remy, but I could just listen to Lana. It made me realize that Lana has such a unique sound, and I don't know if she's just the pioneer of it in this whole generation, that anybody who kind of comes close to sounding like her or has lyrics like she does, it just comes across like copycat, copy paste, wish.com version, even the lyrics to Summer Song are like, on the West Coast, cruising on the freeway in California. It's just very Lana Del Rey lyrics, and also the sound. It's a ripoff. I'm not a fan. If I wanted to listen to that, Remy, I would just put on Lana. Lana forever. I'm a big fan of her. I'm a big fan of her dating history. She's wild. She has no, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's a Republican, but she gives off Republican vibes. And to me, it's like, if I'm going to give off these vibes, I'm going to date like one too. She dated a cop. That didn't go well. I think he cheated on her. With what? Maybe he was like, I can't hit you. This won't work. They'll know if I hit you. I got to cheat on you, honey. Sorry. I'm going to date the, 911 operator. She lets me treat her like a punching bag. I've had a hard day. I need somebody I can come home and kiss with my fist. So she dated a cop, and now she's dating a Louisiana-born alligator hunter, Jeremy Dufresne. Now, I'm going to say these names wrong because in Louisiana, it's almost like French words. And I'm sure he has a different accent than a redneck. I'm sure he doesn't talk like this. I'm sure he's not like out there being like, what up? He's probably got that weird, like, Louisiana, like, I can't even do the Creole accent, but that cool Louisiana French crossover accent. Jeremy's a father of 2. He works as a tour guide at Arthur's Airboat Tours, a small business located in the unincorporated community of, and I'm going to butcher this, De Alimon, Louisiana. De Alimon, Louisiana. You know who else is from Louisiana? You know, maybe Lana was trying to get close to the old gypsy. Maybe Lana was like, I really want to feel what it's like to be a gypsy road. Get on down there to De Alimon, Louisiana, and date me airboat gate captain. Alligator boat captain. I can't even talk like it. The unlikely duo were spotted holding hands on Sunday, August 25th, ahead of Lana's concert set at Leeds Festival. It's very fun. It seems like charity work, but it's not. I think she has daddy issues. Her dad is alive. I think they have a decently good relationship. There's never anything that's come out. But she gives, you know, looking at this guy, it's like she has deadbeat dad issues, you know. But she's, you know, he's an interesting guy. He's decked out in camo. He looks like he's got a annual, excuse me, that was not mouth diarrhea. We're still good, guys. He's got a lot of camo. He looks like he has an annual pass membership to Bass Pro Shops. That's his Disney World. You know, he's not a Disney adult. He's a Bass Pro Shop adult. You know, he may look like he looks like he's definitely has a Back the Blue bumper sticker. He looks like he knows at least 4 people who are currently dealing ice. And 2 of the people that he knows are currently making the ice in their bathtub. He's not doing the ice. He's a nice guy, though. He seems like he, you know, hands out money to the homeless people, no matter what color they are. You know, he's not just doing it to the whites. He's handing out the money, giving them $1 and saying, don't spend it all in one place, brother. In his little accent. I don't know what the accent is. You know, he looks like he goes to drag shows, the ones with cars, not the other one. Don't get crazy. He loves a good monster truck rally. Who doesn't? You know, this guy throws back beer. You know, he looks like he proudly orders Bud Light at the bar. Not because he's like, yeah, trans people are cool, but just because he's never even heard of the Dylan Mulvaney controversy with Bud Light. He has no idea what that is. He doesn't know what a Dylan Mulvaney is. If you asked him what a Dylan Mulvaney was, he would think football player. I don't know. Was he play for the Chiefs? Like that whole queer team over there? Go Saints, hoorah. You know, he looked like he served in the National Guard and got injured while trying to help you know, maybe after Katrina, stubbed his toe. I mean, he seems like a fine guy. It's just, it's giving men hope. Lana Del Rey, she is giving men hope. She said, if your dad, you know, is a welder, if your dad is divorced and looks like he hasn't been to the dentist in probably a decade, and he's got a lawn chair that he's using as a dinner table chair, it's just a fold-out lawn chair. He doesn't need furniture. He's never really home. He's got hobbies. Goes down to the bowling alley. He plays darts. He does pool. You know, he seems like a cool guy. I mean, it's an interesting matchup. I don't know what she said to him. In that camo, what was her pickup line? Oh, I didn't see you there. I almost didn't see you there. I thought you were a tree. Hi, I'm Lana Del Rey. I don't know what they talk about. You know, it's very interesting. I like that she just kind of cosplays a regular life. She is cosplaying a medical coding and billing specialist with these dates that she has. First a cop, now an airboat tour guide. You know, her next album will probably be called Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Alligator Alley? Maybe she'll, you know, wrestle a gator, start wearing gator skin boots. I don't really know the trajectory. Yeah, she was dating a live PD guy, Sean Larkin. Who else has she dated, I wonder? Jeremy posted a photo with Lana to his own Instagram, writing, I never know who I can run across on my tours, but always a pleasure with Lana. Oh, this is when they first met, back in March. Always a pleasure with Lana, because her name spelled backwards is anal. Hell yeah, brother. He seems fine. It's just a very weird duo, but you know what also? Not mad about it. It's better than her fucking dating Jeremy Allen White. It's better than her, you know, having a fake PR relationship. Like, you know this isn't a PR relationship because any publicist would be like, girl, what attention are you going to get with this guy? I mean, he's probably, you know, he's probably has a warrant out for his arrest. I mean, if you start dating him, they're definitely going to find where he is. It's weird that they couldn't find him anyways because his airboat is very loud. You ever heard those things? I don't know who she could date next, but it seems like it's doing well. I like that she chooses the normal guys, the gator lovers, gator hunters, and she doesn't date the celebrities. You never see her out with a Pete Davidson. You don't see her out with Drake. Well, too old. She's too old for Drake. I think Drake's trying to come back. And it's like, dude, just take your millions and go to an island somewhere with P. Diddy and blow each other. Give it up. Give it up. All right, let's get into our sponsor of the show, Lucy Brown. We love you so much, Lucy. Lucy, baby. That's Lucy Brown, Lussi. The best coffee shop here in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky to be exact. And the best coffee subscription service I've ever had. I know everybody's got a subscription service, but this is fucking real and worth it. This isn't some bullshit. I heard that they now have subscription services for your printers. Are you kidding me? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. A coffee subscription actually makes sense. Something you pay for monthly, and every at the start of every month, you get a fresh new bag of exciting coffee sent straight to your door that you're actually going to use and drink and enjoy. That's a real subscription, baby. And Lucy Brown's coffee subscription is the best to ever do it. It's affordable. It's delicious. It's from coffee you've never even heard of before. And how would you have ever discovered it without their help? I highly recommend it. I have my very own Lucy Brown subscription. And God, like clockwork, every month I get their coffee straight to my door. And I get to enjoy it for the entire month. Sometimes I get through it before the month's over. It's so fucking good. And they send you coffee based on your preference. If you like dark roast, medium roast, light roast, whatever you like, that's what they send you. All you have to do is go to lucybrowncoffee.com. That's Lussi, browncoffee.com. Click on their coffee subscription button. Fill out the form on the website, and then you get coffee beans from different and exciting roasters sent straight to your door. It's so much better than going to like the grocery store and you get those limited options. I always say it, but you do. You get limited options. You're seeing the same old bullshit. Mass-produced bullshit coffee beans. And Lucy will send you whole coffee beans or ground up already coffee beans. I like whole because I like to use my grinder. I want to see those little coffee beans dance. All of this is just starting at $20 a month, so definitely check out Lucy Brown and their coffees. All you got to do, again, is visit lucybrowncoffee.com, follow the coffee subscription button to get signed up today. Plus, if you use the code HeatherShawIsKidding, you'll get 10% off your first order. Again, use the code HeatherShawIsKidding and get 10% off your first order. We love you, Lucy Brown Coffee. Thank you for sponsoring the show from the fucking start. OG ad sponsor, bitch. God, I love them. All right. Now, I'm telling you this episode might be a little bit shorter, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm going to take a little water break, and you just think about your dad naked. Was that weird for you? I thought about your dad naked, and it was really weird. I'm glad we both did that together. Armie Hammer is desperate for attention. Wouldn't you be if you were one of the top actors a few years ago? When was he really on top of it? 2018, 2019, maybe 2020? And then the whole world found out you're kind of a demon. Now, I don't think he really ate. Who's to say? I watched the documentary. It was a little bit compelling. But, at the end of the day, this guy, he's not a kid. He comes from generational wealth. The Armie Hammer family. It's so funny that his name is Armie Hammer and he came from Armie Hammer. Are you fucking kidding me? That's too on the nose. That kind of shit makes me feel like we're in a simulation. Not to get all Joe Rogan on everybody, but how is that real? How can a celebrity be named Armie Hammer and there's no way he's actually comes from the Armie Hammer family? That is so dumb. I'm sorry. Anyways, he, his career kind of stalled out because it came out that he's kind of, to me, after watching the documentary and hearing about what happened, to me, it seemed like he was more of an abuser, a manipulator, a cheater, then he was a full-blown cannibal. Now, if this hadn't been leaked and the story never came out about things that he said about wanting to eat women's hearts and whatever, who knows how far he would have taken it, I mean, and who knows how far he has taken it. We don't know really anything. All we know is what they told us in the documentary, and that was pretty heavily one-sided from his victim's standpoint. So, of course, he sent text saying, "I want to eat your heart," and yeah, but I mean, you can say anything in text, it doesn't mean you're doing it, I text my fiance all the time that I'll do hot yoga with her next time. And I just, I find a way not to do hot yoga. I want to do cold yoga. I want to be in an ice box and trying to be flexible, and I'll snap in half. Yeah, but I would think that Armie definitely did some nefarious things. I don't know as far as to saying he cooked up a woman. I don't know if he's eaten flesh. Maybe he has. Maybe he's gotten flesh off the black market. I don't know for sure that he's really participated in cannibalistic activities. But he is definitely a freak. And more so, he's an abuser. He's tied up women and left them in rooms for an extended period of time. Almost, you want to mark that it's like a kidnapping, holding somebody hostage. But the women didn't really, I don't think they properly reported it to the police, but she told the story of like, he tied her up and left her in a hotel room on this compound he had. And, he's just a real piece of shit, sadistic freak. And it kind of checks out this rich fucking asshole who comes from old money. They're all freaks. They don't know how to act in the real world. He's a good actor. He made a name for himself. They want to, they in the documentary, they presented it as if, his talent got him there. And while I believe that a little, he had some connections. Let's not lie. You have a huge rich asshole, but he also had talent. He was not a bad actor. I didn't see that gay movie, Call Me by Your Brokeback Mountain name, but, in the movies I have seen him in, he was good. His career's not coming back though. And he's getting a little desperate. He's doing things that, he probably never imagined that he'd have to be doing, which is like, posting videos about him selling his truck. I mean, that's where he's at. Now his content is not like promoting movies, promoting articles, promoting anything, not even promoting brand deals. He's not getting brand deals. You know what he's doing? He posted a video of him having to sell his truck to CarMax. He was at the CarMax parking lot selling his truck that he's had forever. He loves his truck so much, but he just had to get rid of it after owning it for 7 years because the cost to fill it up with gas was just too much money. So he took it to CarMax. Now, he said in the video, this isn't an ad for CarMax, by the way, but who knows? I mean, this guy's done more illegal things than falsely lying about doing an advertisement for CarMax. So that would be the least offensive thing he's done, is lie about doing an ad. But I just find it funny that, this man who comes from insane and extreme generational wealth is like, yeah, I got to get rid of my truck after 7 years of having it because it's just too expensive to fill it up here in California. Yeah? Your car is a big gas guzzler? Too big of a gas guzzler for you? You are an ass guzzler, sir. Your truck is a gas guzzler. You are an ass guzzler. You just want to eat it all from the outside in. You want to guzzle up those intestines. It seems appropriate you to have a gas guzzler for an ass guzzler, huh? Also, this is what his life is now. It's just so uneventful. He's just a rich motherfucking asshole. He's another rich douchebag in his family. He's just like every other male in his family. He's just a rich guy. And the only way he's got content to make or what can he do is talk about selling his fucking truck. It's a great life. I'd love to see it. He's posting like he's just a random guy on TikTok being like, gas is out of control. You don't live in the same reality as us, Armie. Your name is Armie Hammer. Why didn't he ever change his name? If I was trying to get into acting and I came from the Arm and Hammer dynasty, if I was like the great-great-granddaughter of the guy who made Arm and Hammer, I would probably change my name to like, if his name's Armie Hammer in real life, maybe just change it. Maybe just change it to like Darnell Stander. Anything else. Change it to Kevin Hart. I don't care. Armie Hammer? That's crazy. That's so dumb. It did help him, though, I'm sure. It's also just a really embarrassing name. Armie? What's wrong? Was Leggy taken? Hi, my name's Leggy. My name's Leggy Hammer. Hi, Leggy. Nice to meet you. I'm Armie. Hey, Armie. I'm Nosy. Hi, Nosy. I'm Clitty. Clitty Hammer. I'm just named everything he wants to eat. That just sounds like a good dinner for the guy. Every body part I just named sounds like a good feast for the man. His skin does look good, though. He must be eating the right kind of liver. Children's liver. Yeah, so and then later he holds up bags, CarMax bags. I'm sorry, this screams ad to me. This screams like an ad. And he's just, disguising it. But also, why would anybody pay Armie Hammer to do an ad? You know who we need to promote our CarMax? CarMax is declining. The company's going down, I think, a bit, like Peloton. But even then, you don't hire the pseudo cannibal who got canceled for being an abuser and overall weirdo creep. Armie Hammer would have thrived at Saltburn. You know what I mean? That's the kind of man who would have thrived at Saltburn. That kind of man. That's the vibe he gives off. Glad to see that that's what his life has brought him, though. If I was as loaded as Armie Hammer, I certainly wouldn't be hopping online posting videos of anything. I would just simply fuck off and go eat my hearts somewhere else. Go pay for some third world country hearts. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to check on that. You can't eat a model's heart, Armie. Okay? You got to go on the black market and find a trafficked human and eat their heart. Do it the right way, Armie. Ask your politicians what they're eating and then just follow suit. Justin and Hailey Bieber wished and prayed for their baby son. Such a miracle. I mean, wished and prayed, is that just words for thrusting and coming? I mean, all they had to do was thrust and come for their son. These are two young people. But, I'm glad that prayers came true. What a life to be born into. And more, even better, their son's name is normal, and I got to give props to them for that. Their son's name is Jack Blues, which just sounds like a good bar in Nashville. You want to go down to Jack Blues? Hell fucking yeah, I love Jack Blues. They don't let black people in. Sorry, I need a water break. I mean, it's a good name. Jack. Baby Jack. That's cute as fuck. I'm sure the baby's going to be so fucking cute. It's scary. Any celebrity couple having a baby, it's like, God, you hope you don't turn out like Chet Hanks. Be careful. But every celebrity child, for the most part, seems a bit traumatized. But hey, not bad genes to have. Well, if you're going to be traumatized, being raised by two, semi-narcissistic celebrities, hey, your mom may be Haley Baldwin, but you're going to look good. You're going to look good. And it seems like Justin, I don't know anything about Justin Bieber, as you don't either. Just so you know, we all don't know anything about Justin Bieber. He seems to me like he's going to be very invested in being a good father, and this will give him something to do that's not, drugs. And he's a very good musician, and maybe this will bring out some really boring music a la Justin Timberlake. And, hopefully he'll just enjoy being a dad. It's really sweet. His dad's name's Jeremy. Ugh. Justin. So Grandpa Jeremy. Can you imagine if your grandpa's name was Jeremy? Hey, Grandpa Jeremy. I think his dad's a giant douchebag, which explains why Justin has been so, he had a rough time for a while. But yeah, that's funny to be like, yeah, Jack's grandpa Jeremy is here. But Jack is a great name. I'm very excited for these two. I don't give a fuck about them, but great. I'm glad they had a healthy baby. I'm glad they named that baby something normal. I thought they were going to name it something like Denim or, Drew. Justin Bieber has a clothing line, I think, named Drew. So very weird that his name wasn't Drew Bieber. But Jack Blues Bieber. Again, Jack Blues just sounds like a great bar. I would check it out. I hope that Jack Blues, if he's not a performer or entertainer, which, let's be real, he's going to be a Nepo baby of the 100th degree. But if he isn't, Jack Blues either has to open a bar or maybe he could be like a stunt driver. Maybe he'll be gay. like the first drag queen stunt driver to own a country bar in Nashville. I don't know. I have big thoughts and ideas for Jack Blues Bieber, but he's got a long way to come. He's only 4 days old. So shout out to the Biebers. Couldn't be happier. Also couldn't care much. All right, we're going to wrap up this episode. I got to go back to laying down, Bubbas. I am tired, but I'm here, and I wanted to do some podcast episode for you. I know it's not an hour long, but I did what I could, and I got to shut up for the rest of the day. So I talked my limit today for you because I love you. Please remember to rate and review this podcast if you enjoy it. If you like listening to me, please leave a review. It makes me feel good to know what you're thinking about the show. If you want to leave an honest one, that makes me feel good. If you want to lie, that makes me feel even better. I love liars. Leave a comment on YouTube. Join the Patreon. Again, if you want an extra episode of this podcast every single Sunday, it comes out every Sunday. Join the Patreon. Or if you just want to support me, it's only $3 a month or $5 or $10 or $20. Whatever you decide, you get the same amount of access on the Patreon. Over at patreon.com/HeatherShawComedy. And again, all live show tickets are at HeatherShawComedy.com. Come and see me live. It's a very fun show. You never know what you're going to get. Everyone always has a great time. At least that's what they're telling me after the shows. Coming up again, I'll be in Brea, Bakersfield, Sacramento, San Jose, San Francisco. Not in that order, but that's where I'll be. HeatherShawComedy.com. Until next week, thank you so much for listening and stay gay. See ya!